Hi, you guys. Okay, this is raw. This is unedited, uncut. But I just made plane reservations for myself and my aide to go to Orlando. Um, March. When are we going? March 4th, which is a Tuesday, to that Monday, March 9th. I will be down in Orlando for Podfest, and so no, I didn't make plans for meetup, but those podcasters, podcasters out there, yes, now you can see the true beauty of cerebral palsy. And cerebral palsy in the heat, which is a totally different experience than cerebral palsy in the cold and snow, and everyone here's been doing this, and so it's gonna be a cultural immersion trip for the person who's with me. And of course, I went down to Orlando in October with um, my another friend of mine who previously worked for me, and then and then that was a interesting that was an interesting show. Yeah. Go down to Orlando in October. Yeah. Snowstorms galore. Yeah, yeah, you don't even want to know. And so I'll probably do a podcast episode about that when I get back. I mean, I'll probably do a thoughts with CP on traveling and and so my my friend knows I'm going back down there, and because I told her, and the friend that went with me in October, I she goes, we get to Orlando Airport, and she goes, did this trip do you in on do you in? And this is at 6:30 a.m. East Coast time. I mean, we did a red-eye flight. Fortunately, for me and Podfest, I don't have to do a red-eye flight. So, yeah, that's because red-eye flights and me don't get along. And I am laughing because I got a muscle spasm in the middle of the Denver International Airport, which is our airport. I got nothing coming back from Orlando. I got nothing as far as CP because my body does better in the heat, and sorry, I have to catch my headphone again. My body does better in the heat than it does in the cold. Yeah, so so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I am super excited because um, I get to meet every single podcaster on the planet and hopefully make new connections, and hopefully they can put a now face to the name, because those who are listening to Ask Win are the artwork from CP, and soon to be the artwork of Job launching on Valentine's Day, which happens to be Friday. Um, I need to now put a face to the name and do cultural immersion and sit in conferences and just have fun with it, because um, I need to. do make connections because this is going to be my full-time job as of May. I'm retiring from education. Yippee skippy. And I will be working on my journalism degree, yes. And I will give you guys a solid update next week as to when I graduate and if we're allowed to, if I plan to do a meetup in San Diego because I am going to be out there. I can't believe it, but I'm going to be walking with my second degree. And I apologize for the noise in the background, but when you see a video uploaded this week, you'll understand the noise in the background. But I'm gonna be walking with my second degree, and the reason why my second degree is so important to me is because I want to become a journalist. I want to have that degree in journalism, and I definitely want to help the voiceless, not the hopeless, but the voiceless. I got into a situation. Well, I won't call it a situation, but I got a call late. I guess it was Monday night. It would have been a week ago yesterday, from a dear friend who previously worked with me, and I won't say for me, she worked with me, and even though I paid her, I more consider my aides my friends, so I know that's a weird dynamic, but yeah, because they're doing cultural immersion with me, and because they're doing a they're working for me, but they're also doing stuff with me. I consider having friends show up to help, and friends show up to my house and just help me throughout the day. And um, yeah, so basically, I got a call a week ago, Monday, saying from a friend saying I moved out of Aspen, and yeah, long story. And then she burst into tears on the phone with me, and she goes, "Well, um, I am stuck. I am stuck," and she's religious. I won't go into that, but she's religious, and by the time she she knows me really well, she was actually here the day my father died. So yeah, here the day when I got the phone call, yikes, that was scary. Um, but she cried. She cried, and this particular friend of mine has only cried once. Once. Other than that, she's strong. But when you're talking to me and we're dealing with the situations at hand, and because these women become my friends, my confidants, my everything, even though I live with my stepmom has a full-time job. So even though my stepmom understands about CP, my stepmom can only be the great human that she is. Um, unfortunately for me, that is a little bit of a catch-22 because I understand that my stepmom has a full-time job, but at the same time, I would like her to um, support me more, but this is the life I lead, and this is what I have to do. And because I need 24-hour care, even though I have someone told me this morning, you have the independent spirit. I'm like, no, I don't. I need 24-hour care. I may have the independent spirit and to get stuff done. And for the exception of today, I'm not getting stuff done because I can't concentrate due to construction. That so at 8 a.m. it's my own fault because my house is old. And so I just I just said to my tutor I can't do anything today, too much noise, too much stuff going on. So but I'll be back to school tomorrow and I tried to type one sentence and it landed failing. So I'm going to be typing one I'm gonna be working on it after the construction is over, and I will be working on my homework um, after the construction is over, and I will be doing that. And so, yeah, but for those of you who are going to be down in Orlando doing Podfest, yep, I'm going be down there. I'm going to escape. I'm going down there, and of course, unfortunately, because we're flying in on a Tuesday, leaving on a Monday, um, we're staying at a different hotel than than the than where the conference is going to be. Of course, they they don't have any availability unless I call, but I didn't call next year. Next year, I know to call the Orlando Resort, but it's spring break anyway, so they might. And yes, I no, I'm not going to see Mickey Mouse. I'm not going to see Minnie Mouse. And the friend that the friend that went with me in October goes when you do realize that Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse are down here. And I'm like, oh, great, oh, great. And I can't believe I'm going down there over spring break. I can't believe I'm actually traveling over spring break. For those of you that don't know, traveling is one of my favorite things. So when I have the time to do it, I do it. And so, yeah, but yeah, Orlando Pond Fest, here we go. And so I will be talking about this on the podcast, and maybe you guys can surprise me, those of you in the Orlando area that actually listen to us when I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know what Podfest is going to bring. I've spoken to the director, and of course, the director is really nice, and I really wanted to go to podcast movement, but but we'll see what I because Podfest is on the smaller side. Um, I was able to pull strings enough. Well, first of all, I won a ticket without even realizing it, and then I was able to pull strings for my aide to get comp ticket. So not so much with podcast movement, even though I really want to go. I had to work that one out. Um, plus, March in Florida is probably gonna be easier on my Seoul, then August in Dallas. So we'll see what happens. If I can pull magic out of a hat, I can do we'll see, and out to my bank account. But I get paid, and I just got a call this morning about if helping an investor, because I podcast, helping the investor invest in my podcast house actually. And so there we go. There's my headphone falling out, but I knew that was going to happen. I'll pick that up in a minute. And so I will see you guys in Orlando, and I may be, if um, YouTube is allowed in Orlando, I may be filming in Orlando of who I meet. And so those in the Orlando area, here I come. And yes, I will be not, because I have a neurological disability, CP, I will not be up in my walker. I will be in a wheelchair primarily because although you guys, I'm saying you guys help me out here because I'll be traveling with a bad back, and I don't know if you guys know this. I have a bad back, so there we go. And so, guys, just help me out, and I will see you guys in Orlando. Um, I'm coming in on that Tuesday, March 4th. I have conference on t- I have no, I'm coming in on Tuesday, March 3rd, and then I have conference all all until that Sunday, and then I leave that Monday. I have to leave, unfortunately, and unfortunately I can't stay any longer than that. I wish I could, but unfortunately my schedule only allows for that Monday, and I already verified it with my aide and all that good stuff. So but we may be able, all depending on the update next week, we are definitely going to do a meetup in San Diego. I'm definitely putting that out to the universe right now. The meetup was supposed to be in San Francisco this year, but San Francisco didn't work out for me. The Academy of Arts didn't work out for me, mainly because I had upside down summer of my dad dying. And so I got the opportunity again to go back to school. And so I have taken the opportunity, switched programs, and I'm calling good and making the best out of a very icky situation. And then, but I plan to do a meetup um, in uh, San Diego, and then I also plan to figure out yeah, there's something else that I want to do. I just I because I'm stuck in the middle of the country. I wish that I could fly and see you guys, but I am doing the podcast, so I need to make the best of it. But unfortunately, the outside looking in goes, why are you going to a podcast, Columbus? Because I need to for my own sake, and I need to physically teach us about cerebral palsy, and so yep. But there we go, traveling in March. So we'll see you guys in March, and for those of you in the Orlando area, you lucky ducks. Hopefully, there's no hurricanes. Hopefully, there's no tornadoes. Hopefully there's no nothing. Hopefully it's smooth travel. And so, yep, I'm going to do a full-fledged podcast episode once I get home on this Orlando experience. First time, first time conference caller, long time podcaster, so people know that I'm going and I just made it official today. Bye, you guys.